Call.
We got. I guess we got to introduce ourselves too. Shit.
Yeah,
Wait.
ourselves. Oh no.
Oh yeah, you just called in.
Oh, who's this?
Who this be? Oh, what's good?
Well,
Shout out to
Arizona.
Arizona.
Hey.
What's poppin', Arizona, man? How you doing, brother?
Oh yeah, what kind of music? What kind of music you make?
I just make rap music.
For sure.
Shoot.
That's what's
You
up.
you got a couple bars for us?
I was
You
about
gotta,
to say,
yeah,
give
you
me
gotta
8
spit on the
bars.
spot, man. We gotta hear you rap, man.
Spitting
On
on
the
the
spot.
spot.
This what you
rap,
do.
bro. You gotta spit on the spot. I gotta hear you. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
right now.
Don't hesitate, man. Don't
Yeah.
hesitate.
Alright, hold on.
Mm-mm.
You know, all you need is some vocals by Tasha from Bone Thugs and Harmony. All you need is some vocals by and Tasha.
Right, in the background.
Definitely. Yeah, that's what you need at the end of that verse. Oh, somebody at the door?
We got people. Who going?
Oh, I got it. Hold on.
What your name is? Who could that be?
Yeah, what's your name? The alleyway was. So what's that? Oscar.
Data boy.
What's your data boy in the building right now, man?
Data boy.
Data boy.
Data boy in the building right now.
Data boy.
Hey,
Data
everybody's
boy
up to the
just
stool.
walked in.
But my boy
playing
Oscar,
radio.
Oscar, what is your what's your rap name?
Oscar, what's your rap name?
Oh, Young Potty, that's you, that's you. Hey, shout out for you calling in, man. That was you. Shout out to you for calling in, man. It's King Kof on the line right now. Make sure you DM us right now. We're going to set up the music situation for you. Just DM us and we're going to work on that for you, man. Shout out to you for calling in and shout out to you for spitting. I respect that.
Yeah, that took some cojones on me. Yeah, he was in there.
Yo, Ty,
He
what's
had
good,
to-
man? Ty, all the way from Philly. Ty Hustle Hard, man. We on the radio right now, man. Shout out to them real promoters, them real businessmen right there. Ty Hustle
For
Hard,
sure.
man. That's my boy. Let's go. But
Sure. Well, we appreciate you calling in, Young Prodigy. Don't forget to DM us, and we'll hook you up for sure. Thank you for calling into Plan A Radio.
Most definitely.
It's cold.
Hey, look. Hey, check it out, man.
Oh man, we
Hey.
were talking about that.
I'm going to tell everybody about the
your
suit.
suits, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, did you say something about the shoes?
That suit is real fly.
Every time somebody, what church he go to?
He made me want to come out my picture like, see, I do got nice
So,
friends.
all right. I don't remember that nigga Bruce Wayne that night. That shit with the suits, nigga.
Hey, man.
He made everybody auntie proud that night. Everybody auntie proud as fuck.
Nigga, you want to find the auntie that got that fat hanging around her arm that cooked the meat potato salad, nigga?
Y'all crazy.
Hey,
That shit was fun. Hey, I'm
Cole,
so
he
you
want to make a
look
potato
nice.
salad for you, baby.
You look nice, Cole.
Listen.
You know the camera's on too.
Listen.
I'm gonna look this way.
I'm gonna look this way, that way, man.
Yeah, he knew what he was
Hey,
doing.
man.
I got mind control over these folks.
Nah, you a criminal, bro.
Don't talk to me, criminal.
Peasants.
Hey, but let me tell you where I get the
That boy and his girl had me rolling, bro.
Okay, so we getting into it. Let's
Hold on. Before that, gotta say where we get the suits from.
Oh, yeah, the plug. We plug the suits.
Where we get all the suits from. First off, I'm gonna be the next 007 on the
Definitely.
black side.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm into acting shit too, so that's why I wear the suits. It all makes sense, just like what Kanye saying. But we gonna get into that in a second.
Yeah.
But the suit line, that's actually my cousin's suit line. Like I said earlier on the radio, like Jay said, I'd be damned if I'm sipping Cristal when Puff got Ciroc, you feel me? So if your people's got clothing lines and your people's got food things that they doing or radio stations, support, man. Why we always doing this crabs in the barrel shit? Support. Wear your people's shit.
Shout
Eat some
out
people's
to
food.
Black Privilege.
Right.
Shout out to Black
Crystalasia.
Privilege.
Shout out to Black Privilege.
Yeah.
Black.
So yeah, that's my homie. That's my cousin John. So I'm gonna give everybody the information that wants the suits.
Yeah,
bro.
How many that DM first?
Yeah, my son ready for prom.
I got you.
Hey,
We working on prom right now.
Prom,
in the East Coast.
hey, prom is coming around.
Yeah, we got prom line too, yeah.
Done, they nails
Church
done. I
line,
know
prom
people.
line. What's going on? What's next, man?
The deacon boy line.
We working on. Now we gonna get in the female suits.
That nigga Cole be looking like that nigga look like a professional porn bill, nigga. That nigga look like the nigga off the wedding cake, nigga.
Wild cake. Mac Life, my brother. Mac Life was good, bro.
The deacon boy.
That nigga Cole be like,
I said return of the Mac.
Once again. Oh my God. That shit was great.
Alright, hey. Well, let's get
Okay,
into it.
what's the suit line? What's the suit line again?
yeah, suit line.
Oh, so the suit line is Mac Life was good, bro. The suit line is Shop New Millennium, cause it's a new millennium at all times. You feel me?
Yep.
You gotta just be new. You gotta be
All the
fresh.
time.
You
New,
gotta be
new.
up to date. So it's
Kobe
always.
T.I.
Cold
felt
lines,
like
though.
new
Kobe
too.
having them cold
Let's
lines.
get it.
With them cold lines.
I got to, man.
Get that.
You could have sworn this nigga was a rapper.
Oh, I can spit a little.
We believe you, nigga. And that nigga said all the bitches was the game. This nigga it's King Cove with the most. We can go to the house Sunday brunch and we can propose a toast.
Call for the rap.
I think it's crazy.
We're
All
about
right.
to get into it though, man. It's
Okay, yeah, let's do this.
Oh, go. Huh? Yeah, go ahead. Okay, my bad. I apologize, man. We just having too much fun.
Right.
Like, you right. Yo, what's up? This be your boy.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, you right.
I forgot.
Yo, this be your boy DJ Shaw from Planet A Radio, man. Right now, we got a live ass show right now, man. Usually we have it in the morning, but today we got a special night. You know what I mean?
Right, special
You know,
night.
I know everybody up. Ain't nobody going to sleep. We see all y'all Instagram posts and all that other shit.
Yep,
so,
y'all posting those hashtag
yeah.
mood pictures of them old grainy ass, ashy ass pictures of a nigga. Nah, y'all doing that shit? You up.
Yeah, get off
You up.
Pornhub and XXNX and all that
Yup,
other shit.
get off
It's not
Pornhub,
left.
Red Tube, XNXX,
She's freaky.
X-Hamster, she'sfreaky.com.
What else is it?
Like, what did you say? Keep, what was the third one?
But man, you tuned in live with us, man. But check it out. We gonna introduce the host of the show. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
What up? It's your girl Inkwell J. How do you does?
Dro boy, go Vine in the motherfucking building, yo. What
Word. You not witnessing royalty in the flesh. Finesse at its best. I am King Cove, rapping from the East Coast. Shout out to y'all. To the West Coast, man. This is Plan A Radio,
love it.
man. Fuck a Plan B.
Hey.
Let's go.
What's up? You got your girl Queen Boss Love from LA Boss
real
Photography in the building.
Shoulder.
Hey.
Hit him with the
Data
shoulder.
boy
Hit him
from
with the
Los
shoulder.
Angeles / Culver City, California.
Hey.
That a boy. If y'all
That
know.
boy got them crazy ass bars. Let me
Hell
say
yeah.
that.
That's
okay?
Hey,
That's
that
true.
Say that. Them bars
That's true.
is like mad real, speaking mad life, and it's just like
Hey, you should
bars
come.
is crazy. This video had me.
I just see my
Man.
new video I shot yesterday.
Oh yeah, this nigga shoot a video every hour.
I shot
Man, and it be on some Busta Rhymes shit. Hey, that video, I'm sorry, I always have to talk to you live about that.
Man.
Man, that fucking video is fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, me and my girl was up there looking at that video we was in a house, bro.
Yeah.
We was like, that's some old school Busta Rhymes shit that niggas ain't even putting the creativity behind.
It's the same thing every time. I look at TV or YouTube at all the time. The same thing. Like you in a video, you have girls, you pop Molly, it's all money, but like, where's the creativity? Where's the imagination?
Hell
You
yeah.
brought that shit back. You brought that shit back.
The one that caught me, you know what I'm saying? Because I was up late night on my phone scrolling. Next thing you know, I see some girl in the alley with a little long knife.
Yeah.
And
Hell
I'm
yeah.
and then that beat drop. I'm like, you know what?
Yep.
Wait till I see that again.
Yep. That shit reminded me of
On
like,
the edge, like what's about to
it
come
reminded me of
next?
like Busta Rhymes, like
Man.
Busta Rhymes mixed with like Corn and Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like if you
That's
blend all that
classic.
together,
That's classic.
it was like real cinematic for the kid.
I just shot for Keep Drinking yesterday.
Oh
yeah.
Beat that one.
And then because I re-released the
Oh man.
project,
Uh-huh.
I re-released it, so now it's on Spotify and iTunes and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So now after this, I shot for the for Keep Drinking. Now
Uh-huh.
I'm shooting for Dirty Diana.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. People working.
But there's a twist to it.
Nah. We not clapping because you shot for it, but you ain't invited us.
Yeah.
So we not. We actually got beef.
I take my
We actually got beef. You a criminal. You a criminal.
No,
you a criminal because you ain't invited.
Criminal.
I remove him. I'm removing the Glock.
No. I'm
taking it back.
So I couldn't get a cameo? Just one.
Video.
You didn't see that nigga suit? He's supposed to be in the video.
We couldn't get a cameo?
He gotta be the nigga with his hands like
Nigga
this.
wear suits like you already made it. I'm like, nigga, we're a millionaire. This nigga got $1 million.
You are what you are before you are, man.
You gotta dress for the
That
job.
nigga dressed like he got vibranium.
It's all different.
Hey!
The vibranium is with you. Vibranium is with you. Vibranium.
He was ready.
Vibranium is
Coach
it.
just turned into King T'Challa. Coach just turned into King
Yeah, what's
T'Challa.
up, bro? Now that I have your attention. The vibranium is here. Yes, please.
Hey, now that we got you here, King T'Challa, can you send all of the Avengers back from Wakanda?
No, black people can't have shit.
Can't have shit.
Okay.
Can't have shit. We have Wakanda for 2 months.
2 months. Hey, this is how we bring white people to places that don't belong.
That's exactly what the fuck I
This is
said.
what happens.
That's exactly
Man,
what the
this
fuck
is
I
what happens.
said.
Bring places
We
they
have
belong.
Wakanda for
They
2
try to take the
months.
2
gold.
months. That was home
bullshit.
for us.
That's some
It's some
bullshit.
bullshit.
But no, Tony.
They had this in the plan. They came out.
My
with
boy
that
Jay
movie.
Biz was good, bro.
We got some for their ass.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga, they got all the
They like,
actors
get
and
big
directors
excited
out
now.
2 days, niggas, and made the Avengers, nigga. They said,
You only had Chadwick for 2 months. I was heated.
hey, nigga, I didn't want to see the movie since I heard that shit.
Yeah, nope, same. I ain't watching nothing.
I'm telling you, man, who's gonna piss you off the most is the Hulk, bro.
Yeah, I ain't got
Yo, we gotta check him. I ain't see that joint yet.
Nah, man, he a
Oh, okay. You want me to spoil it for you?
Hell no, don't spoil it. This is what's wrong with our people. This is what's wrong with our people. We always want to spoil
haven't
something.
seen it. I'm
I'm going to see it.
I'm talking
Black
shit.
Panther, really, that's all.
It's all group think. It's all group think. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it before we get another call.
All right.
And then we can't talk about it.
Okay, so
All right.
I got you. Oh, 2-1. Go ahead.
Go.
Oh. Okay.
You want to do it?
All
You want to intro with a song?
All right.
I think
But no, so we're going to start with the first topic of the day, y'all. Y'all know the
Yep.
hottest topic right now.
hottest topic right
The
now.
hottest topic, man. This is the hottest on CNN, World News. This is the hottest on MTV, TMZ, The Shade Room, whatever you want to call it, man.
The
Shout
media
out to
machine.
Kanye, man. Shout out to I Fuck With Kanye. Shout out to Kanye.
Oh, wake up, Mr. West. Just like that. Just like
Hey,
that.
that's hilarious. I like that drop. Wake up, Mr.
What
What?
was that?
Please.
So
And okay. Who gonna start it off?
Hey, we got somebody at the door?
Okay.
we?
I was go Vaughn.
Oh,
He was
okay.
back in 10th grade for a second.
Oh,
He was doing the
okay.
grinding beat. That's all.
That was the
With the
Wake
pin
Up
and
Mr. West
quarter.
beat, but that
I didn't even hear you. I was supporting your dream and your vision for yourself.
was the wrong support, boo.
Damn. Next time. Next time. Next time. All right. So how we gonna do this? Because my whole thing. Okay, I'm gonna just start it off. So, like I said today on my story, how I feel about the Kanye West situation. I feel like it's a marketing scheme and a ploy. He always does this, some wild, some crazy, just before he drops a project, which I can respect. You know what I mean? Beyonce, she'll fucking post a picture on Instagram of a lollipop, and then people think she's pregnant for 12 years. So, I mean, people got their marketing schemes on how they do shit. And I can't argue with that. The issue that I have with it is not even exactly what he said. It's just the fact that he said it and that it's dangerous. It's dangerous because while I can hear what he's saying, I can process it and not be like livid about it, not everybody has that emotional intelligence to do that. Not everybody has the emotional intelligence to take a breather, hear what he's saying and process it and go, oh, okay, I can see that. Saying 400 years of slavery is a choice is dangerous. Dangerous. But in the scheme of like human behavior, do we make decisions? Yes. Do I make the decision to like stay in this moment? Do I make the decision to run? Do I make the decision to fight? Yes, these are choices. However, in the grand scheme of human behavior, do I make the decision to quit my job? No, because I have a family to feed. So you can't look at somebody who has a personal or an emotional obligation and say, you made a choice to stay at that bitch ass job. No, they got a family to feed. And yeah, the choice was to stay with my family, not abandon them and leave us totally desolate. But I didn't do it out of like being dumb. And that's the part that makes the comment dangerous, because everybody took it as Kanye saying that the slaves were dumb. And that's not exactly what he was saying. But rather than going on a whole tangent and explaining it and showing support, I just have to say it's absolutely dangerous. And so I take the stance to be against it. Because you have to play a side of the field. I don't want to be a person and say I'm playing middle ground. I'm not playing middle ground. I'm taking a side of the field and saying I am against it because it is dangerous. Because not everybody has that ability to take a minute and process it and think. Because if everybody did, if a majority of people had that ability to stop and think, we wouldn't have so many senseless crimes. We wouldn't have so many broken families. We wouldn't have so many broken relationships. We wouldn't have so many fucked up friendships. You know what I mean? If people just took a minute to go, why is this bitch mad at me today? I came home, I put my keys down, I put my phone down. What the fuck is she mad? Oh shit, it's her birthday. But no, bitch, what the fuck you mad about? Now y'all fighting. Right. You know what I mean? Like, but if people just took a second to see where the other person is coming from and process some shit, we wouldn't have so much drama in the world. That's just my stance on it. Done.
Okay. Okay. That's real.
That was a full bar.
That was.
That was a full
Nah,
bar.
but that's, what you think about it, Govon? What you think?
What you think of Govon?
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and go Von thoughts.
Yeah, go Von thoughts.
Wow. All right.
On the spot?
That's a great segment. But I like that.
Getting shirts made.
Because me and Wifey was talking about this last night at dinner, and you're right. What he said was absolutely fucking dangerous. Like, I completely feel you. But see, you say you can't be on the fence. I'm on the fence with this due to the simple fact that a lot of people don't know what the fuck they really want. A lot of people don't know where they stand. A lot of people follow different opinions and different trends and shit, and that's cool. You do what you do. But at the end of the day, this is what I believe. Of course, we didn't want to. Us as people didn't want that situation to happen to us. Mm-hmm. Hell no. Who the fuck wanted that? Mm-hmm. You think the Jews wanted that in the Holocaust? Hell no.
At all.
You think shit? Who
Native Americans wanted any of the shit experience?
All those here, you think they really wanted Christopher Columbus bitch ass to come over here and like really start
and be lost with his bitch ass?
That's a whole nother stuff.
I know.
You feel me? But
I know.
I mean, nobody really wants that intentionally. I think what Kanye really was trying to say about the whole situation itself was that, we was there for 400 years and we were enslaved. No, not one person. I mean, true enough, we probably were scared. We were mentally, they had us mentally and physically. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it wasn't that one person that was just like, you know what? I don't, at least try to communicate. That's where he's going with it. Mm-hmm. And the way he is. Sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Right.
Because he did make it sound like these old dumbass slaves didn't run. Like,
on my mama, that's how I took it.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it. He said that shit kind of fucked up. Like, for real. He said that whole shit fucked up.
Okay, I feel like, why are you speaking on something that happened 400 years ago? We talking about right now.
Definitely.
Your behavior now.
But I think with that being said, he wanted to articulate. He wanted to articulate that standpoint being with that people are still mentally enslaved within the system right now.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. That's the whole draw point.
Right. And then he needs to look at himself because he's in
the sunken place.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
and
he's past that.
Okay, I get it too. I get
that nigga Kris Jenner's mixing that tea, and that nigga just went.
Man, Kris Jenner ass, she is a witch.
Right. But it's just like he's been up in high power around all these up in high power, societies, these different up in these fashion designers, all these up rich high power.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, because his lyrics changed, his behavior changed, everything's changed. So you've been around all these high power people, because I don't want to say what I really want to say.
White people?
Right.
Okay. I got you. I'll say it for you, girl.
Okay.
I got you.
But he lost who he was.
Yep.
But you know what?
We completely lost it.
We have to remember that the same way that Jay-Z is not the same dude selling drugs out of Marcy Projects. Like, we cannot expect people to say the same. However, because obviously evolution is a thing. However, if what you're saying doesn't sound the same as it did 10 years ago, I can't argue with that.
Right,
but be comfortable enough to take the criticism to adjust how you say it for the common ear.
But Jay-Z still is a black man.
Jay-Z even changed, because Jay-Z
is minded.
right, but Jay-Z at one point was drinking Cristal.
Right.
And so what I'm saying is the way that he communicated changed. It's the same message. It just changed. You know what I mean? He's still talking about being a successful black man, but he's not talking about it so much in the sense of, what the hell is the damn song? Cough up along where I'm from, Marcy, son, ain't nothing nice. That's not his experience anymore.
Oh, no,
However, the consistency in Jay-Z is that he still talks about his experience. You still know what Jay-Z's going through now as a 40-plus-year-old man.
It's more business.
It's business. It's more business minded. But Kanye has never been one to talk about solely business. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And we can't expect him to evolve like Jay-Z. They ain't even the same, astrological sign. I'm sorry.
We got caller. We got caller
real quick. Let's. Hey, yo, what's good, caller? Who we got the pleasure of speaking with right now? What you got? What you got to say about?
This Jim Rain.
Oh, what's up, man?
What's up?
Tell us what you got to say about Kanye and how you feel about this whole situation right now.
You want the old Kanye?
No. I feel like Kanye actions is speaking louder than his words. I mean, like, the people got a lot of good things to say of what it could be. But you know what I'm saying? His actions speaking louder than his words. He out here tripping right now. And like Homegirl was saying, she had the coldest point, though. He ain't getting on no subjects with no soul stuff and no culture stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. It's more like he slow down.
Right.
Mm-hmm. He got to slow down, you know what I mean, and help erase the culture and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Right. And that's why it's so dangerous, because he can't be sitting there criticizing everybody else and not be doing no work.
At a stage where he could be doing way more influences than what he's doing.
Yep.
Exactly.
And yep.
He's too wrapped up into he's a god, I'm a god.
Agreed.
Like, come on. I mean,
that's cool. King Kong, though, man. Hey, look, man.
Hey.
What's good, bro? I appreciate you, man.
King Kong got fans calling up in here, boy.
You ain't see that suit?
Man, that's cool.
Hold on.
No, you see that pose? That pose.
What'd you say, bro? Hey,
look, my name's Jim Rain. I'm from Sacramento, North Highland. You feel me? I do my rap thing and everything, but I see your shine. I see your consistent. Just keep doing your thing because I watch it from a distance. You feel me? So ain't nobody telling me.
Wrap that shit up, bro.
That's dope.
Highest potential, man. You just keep elevating because you feel me. Somebody watching you, my nigga. Somebody telling the next person. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
That's so dope. We appreciate you. Hey, don't forget to DM us so we can give you some love.
Really DM so we can give you some love, man. What's up?
We need more of that. You know what I'm saying?
Sooner or later, we gonna tap in. We gotta collab and make a song. You feel me?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
That's dope.
I'm killing it. You feel me? But I appreciate greatness and I appreciate real though. You feel me? So I always try to connect and understand you for me to learn more from somebody else and doing this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Amen, man. Amen, bro. Hey, let's keep in contact, man. Hit me up. We gonna keep in contact. We gonna build.
What's up? Look, I heard Brad earlier doing this little verse thing. What's up? Me drop something.
Hell, let's do it. What's up?
What's up? Let's do it. That shit.
I'm in here now, so I'm about to do
it. All right, my boy, Donnie boy. The other one getting strangled. My vision looking different from this side of the angle. Where niggas get the triangle. Die with a face. Sick niggas still a fly angel. Boy, don't ever let this grind change. Let your mind take to a place you can escape in this time break. My mind got a place for this why I keep it up. Steady have the whole fly still come and eat the nut. I'm up balling, that's my problem, I'm sleep enough. Outside thugging, sipping muddy till the people come. If rap don't work, the slang is work for things sweat. Feel me?
Hey, all the way from Sac.
Yeah, that was good shit, boy.
All the way from Sac.
Shout out King Kong once again, though, man. This time is yours, though. You feel me? Your greatness, you feel me? Your success is getting stirred in the pot right now. You feel me?
That's so dope.
Bless you, man. Yo, you don't know how much this means, dog. Really bless you. Hit me up. We're going to keep in contact, man. You keep grinding yourself. He said give him a suit. You want a suit?
Everybody,
you want a suit, dog?
It was a nice suit.
So let's get it there, man. Let's work, man. Salute you for coming out here and really spitting them bars and keep hustling. Send us some music. You know, this is Plan A Radio, bro. Like, I appreciate that shit, man. I can't even. I'm a loss for words right now. Not many people can maybe get lost for words.
You made him
speechless. And if we have more of that, this world will be a better place. More inspiration, more inspiring.
Word. Salute, man. Thanks for calling in, bro. And keep showing love.
I appreciate you answering, man. You feel me? Giving me the time to speak.
No question.
This is so sweet.
Hey, bless you, man. Let's keep showing love as black men, man. As black people, let's keep showing love to each other, man. That's what it's about.
This is
That's
really
what the fuck it's
touching
about
like,
right
my
now.
soul right now.
She's like, oh my gosh.
I'm really touching.
So touched.
Woo! Say that one more time. Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
It's really
Support is free.
support is so free.
Real shit, man.
Real shit, man.
For sure.
Shoot. Amen, man. Hey, bless up, man. Thank you for calling in, bro. Word. We got another call.
That just gave me an idea. Do it.
All right. So, I got to touch on this Kanye because I've been quiet.
Okay. It's Cope's turn. It's Cope's
So I've been
turn.
quiet, man. All right, so I hear what everybody's saying, and I salute. Did y'all listen to the 1 hour and 45 minute Charlamagne interview with Kanye West?
Go
I
ahead.
didn't.
You didn't?
Nah, tell me about.
Did you
We
listen?
listening.
You listened to
Bits and
it.
pieces of it.
Your business piece. I heard the entire thing.
Instagram has a lot.
So, what y'all got to understand about Kanye West is, as we talked about off air, Kanye has never been the person to explain himself and for everyone to understand in 1 minute. You said it perfectly.
Yep.
What he's doing is dangerous. It's dangerous because a lot of the world doesn't have the capacity or the time. We live in an instant gratification time where people don't have the capacity or the time to really intake and understand what you're saying. Everybody wants to make that post that's, if it was so serious to y'all would not be making these jokes talking about if slavery was a choice. Y'all wouldn't be making these Instagram posts. So it's a meme out there. So it's funny to y'all for real. So y'all points is irrelevant to me if you make that post. But if you're really mad about it, you're gonna make a change.
Just that.
They're picking just that, and they're picking the point that TMZ, what kind of network, what kind of promotion thing is TMZ?
It's all about gossip and drama.
It's all about gossip and drama.
Controversy.
So what do you think they're gonna take out of Kanye West coming to there to talk to them to elaborate on what he's doing?
Of course, they're gonna chop up and scrutinize the whole video.
Correct. So if you listen to Kanye West's interview with Charlamagne, he explained the whole, "Make America Great Again" hat, which I do disagree with because when has America been great for black people? Never ever.
No,
never. But I get where he was coming with that. So to discuss that part, the Make America Great Again, I would have loved it if he would have scratched the again part out. Because if we're going to make America great, then I get it. Okay, you're trying to take people and let them understand that just because Trump is wearing a hat and all his supporters are wearing a hat, shit, let's wear that hat and make it something different. We live in a society where good is good and bad is bad. Why are we being so closed-minded? We need to move more open-minded, and that's what he's trying to explain to society. So he was trying to wear that hat to say, oh yeah, Trump is my homie, because he's showing love. And the thing that he said that he loved about Trump was the fact that Kanye West is an outsider. Kanye West was not that hood rapper or that circumstantial rapper that you would see coming into the game, but he was an outsider that came into the game. Barack Obama was the first black president of the United States, so he was an outsider coming in to show that black people could become president. But what he loves about Donald Trump is not everything that Donald Trump does, not his ideals. What he was saying that he loved about Donald Trump and he's his homie is because before Donald Trump was going to be elected, Kanye West said, I'm gonna be a president. I'm gonna run for president in 2020. And people looked at him like, yo, you crazy. If y'all know Kanye West's history, before Kanye West, when he was first writing for Rock Nation, they looked at him when he said he wanted to rap and they laughed at him and said he couldn't do it. So Kanye West has a history of being an outsider. So does Donald Trump, even though we do not like him. We liked him before he became president because he was on every rap song. So quote me on that. But the Donald Trump situation, he said he likes Donald Trump because Donald Trump becoming the president showed and exploited, and tell me if it didn't, that any person with a GED, high school diploma, that's all you need. You can be arrested, whatever case can be the president of the United States. So he likes Donald Trump because he showed that anyone can do anything they want to do. And then when he came on and said the thing about the 400 years a slave, if y'all would have heard the other parts of the interview, shout out to Van, though, on TMZ, because regardless of the fact, what he said, what he's saying is dangerous. He came and he showed that with love. People are going to paint Van to say that he hates Kanye. But no, what he was doing was letting him know, you sitting here in a big luxury home living a different lifestyle than a lot of people, and a lot of people are not going to understand what you're saying. So salute to him for showing love and for really articulating that in an educated manner. However, he was not saying, and well, I don't know the man, but from what I got from him, he was not saying that what Kanye West was saying was wrong, because Van is a very intelligent man from what I've seen from his content. Kanye West said first 400 years of slavery was a choice because there's strength in numbers. There were way more Africans on that plantation, and not slaves, because we're not. Way more Africans on that plantation than there were the oppressors. and he wasn't calling us dumb. He was saying that regardless of them stripping us of our culture, regardless of them stripping us of our dignity, regardless of them stripping us of everything else, just as they have, then we rise up. Mm-hmm. So he was saying, then why can we as a culture not rise up when Kaepernick takes a knee? Mm-hmm. Why can't we rise up? Why can't we rise up in different minutes? That's what he was trying to say. Mm-hmm. Yep. But we as a culture live in a society where we're making jokes about Bill Cosby going to jail when they're killing our leaders every single day. Mm-hmm. But we just want to side with what's funny. You know what I'm saying? So Kanye West really was trying to exploit the fact that we need to open our eyes and open our minds. But for y'all that can't articulate and understand it, I'm here to explain it to you. And that's all.
But here's my question to you real quick, though. Don't you feel like we're at a disadvantage?
How?
Speaking to the mic, Dada.
Oh,
go ahead. Yeah.
I feel like, I understand what you're saying. It makes totally sense, but I feel like we're at a disadvantage right now in the beginning because, like, number one, we're black already. Or we're African American already. That's the disadvantage number one. That's basically the main key. Mm-hmm. So back then, when he said 400 years of slavery, yada, 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 we didn't know what we know now back then.
Correct.
Our sense didn't know.
Correct.
So they didn't know we can stand up against numbers and everything.
Correct.
So only choice they had were, do we do or die?
Yeah.
That's all we did. Now, I feel we're still at a disadvantage, just mentally still. I feel like
Hell yeah.
Mentally. So that's why I feel like what Kanye West was saying when he said that. I know he meant no harm by saying that. But I know people keep joking about it, but I feel like at this point in time, even to this day, we're at a disadvantage. So that's why.
But not even wanting to own the disadvantage part, because I am aware that there are very concrete and tangible restrictions on a lot of the movements that we as a collective people experience. I have to say collective because I'm aware as individuals we have individual power, but I am aware of also those disadvantages exist. The thing that concerns me, though, is that it wasn't as though no one fought. And I understand that he wasn't saying that no one fought, but the fact that there were still uprisings should always be acknowledged. And I understand that there is strength in numbers, but, for instance, if you put a knife with blood in the middle of where, like, a wolf's sanctuary would be, a wolf will continue to lick on the knife and assume that they're getting nourishment, but they're drinking their own blood, and the wolf will die. But it's known amongst every wolf from every generation after that, do not go in that area. Because in that area, one of ours was killed. So we just kind of don't go in that area. It's just common knowledge not to do that. That same groupthink, that same link in fear, it's collective, is the same reason why not every single African was free immediately. Amen. Because if there are 500 Africans on a boat and 200 jump off, a majority stayed. A majority were afraid. A majority was unable. But there are still, we can't discount and avoid, like, we can't not comment on the 200 that jumped. The 200 that made the conscious decision to jump and was like, fuck it, I'd rather die. Or the ones that made it to the shore and said, I'll just fight until I die. But the thing is, people are terrified of death. They don't want to die. And a lot of these decisions that restrict us to do the opposite of the restriction is scary. And to people, it feels like death. That's why they say not everybody can be a business owner. That is an actual fact. There have to be consumers. There have to be workers. There have to be minions. There's no way that there can be any hierarchy in anything if they are not subordinates. It's just a part of it. We can be upset that we are often the target of being the subordinates. We can be upset about it, and we can uplift ourselves and get out of that. We are fully aware. But the fact is, there will still be people who are afraid and will not leave. You mean to tell me you want me to leave my 4-bedroom apartment that's $150 a month and I ain't got to pay for electricity and I get free Wi-Fi and it's furnished and I get a fridge and I get food stamps? You want me to do what? Work? For what? Yeah. I got a roof. You giving me food. What do I need to work for? And then we sit there, we talk shit about the quote-unquote welfare queen, but nobody ever talks about the majority of welfare consumers being white. So like, there's layers to this shit.
Definitely layers to
You
this.
see what I mean? It's layers to this shit. I hear what Kanye is saying, and I can honestly empathize, but it's dangerous.
Yeah.
No one's gonna sit and listen to me explain this 1,000 times over. You either caught it tonight on May 3rd or you didn't.
Right.
That's a fact.
And he's always been outspoken.
Yeah.
It's just that this time it's a little, like you said, it's dangerous, and he really went there with it.
Yeah, this isn't George Bush doesn't like black people. He didn't have to go into no Kanye rant for that, did he? It was straightforward. Everybody understood it, right? We all knew what he said and what he meant, right?
I feel like
What's the difference?
It's a very poor choice of words.
Yeah,
That's
it's just
all.
he's gotten so elevated in his genius, as we, talked earlier, that he doesn't have just the common language, just the regular old, give it to the regular speech. Hey, y'all, it's strength in numbers. That should have been the fucking tweet.
Simple.
Yeah.
That should
have been the statement. It's strength in
Right,
numbers.
just like he told Tip, he wished that he could take some of the hurt back that he did to his fans.
Right.
But at the same time, he's explaining that he just wants everybody to know that you can think out the box. You can think free. You can be what you want to be, but you can't say certain things, though, Kanye.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone
you can't.
needs to take his
certain
phone.
things you can't
just
say
for
because
like a day.
no matter what we go through as a people, we still hold each other together.
Amen.
We
Still
should.
black people at the same time.
Oh, but not at the expense of holding
Speaking
to.
of holding together, and
I hope we not holding.
we
on
supposed to
racism.
unify and all that. We supposed to. Have y'all heard about Dash?
Yeah.
Wait, what? I didn't hear who. Daz Dillinger?
Yeah.
Oh,
Gives
yeah.
you to find the Crips.
So pretty much.
Yeah.
Take out
Crip alert.
Kanye. But again, lack of emotional intelligence.
Red.
So yeah,
I mean, like, niggas got opinions. You feel me? Like that's that. I mean,
And it's dangerous.
But did you know the reason why
pretty
that
much
started,
opinions are
though?
like-
Did you know the reason why that started that? Because, see, I thought it was a prank. Like, I did not believe that was Kanye that hit up Snoop and was like, Beyonce called me, she called me.
Why she sound just like a nigga?
Mad at me because Snoop is my brother. I was build a wall around the LBC, Snoop. You
What? That nigga didn't say that shit. How did I miss that?
Yeah.
Snoop ain't the only person he's called. He's called Michael Blackston.
Yeah.
That was prank though. That was prank.
Wait, what did you say?
I thought it was a prank.
I thought it was too. But that
So
was
Daz came in. Hey, I think I hit show or sis. I think I hit you.
I did see the video, but I thought it was a joke.
Ain't no dang joke.
When I first heard it, I said, this can't be real. This can't be real.
You know Kanye West can't fight.
Call me. She called me, man. So
DM me
Daz
a
came
link to
in
the
like,
rant, 'cause I wanna-
nigga, fuck
I wanna watch
Kanye.
it or
Nigga,
whatever.
this crib,
DM me a
nigga.
link.
On LBC, nigga.
That's
Crip
funny
alert,
as hell.
nigga. And he said, nigga, you better stay your ass in Calabasas. So then the next day, bam. Oh, I got
That's hilarious.
I gotta say like.
The game said, hey, Kanye my homie, but if Dash threatened you, you better take that
Oh,
serious.
serious. And that nigga went to go get a restraining order, nigga. You know I'm gonna take you to a restraining order.
Immediately. That nigga called his notary overnight. Like,
What?
bitch, this is why you on retainer. Wake that ass
That
up.
nigga go to court yet.
No.
Right, nigga. I didn't know where to find that for server.
Judge friends. He was like, hey, Judge Mathis, fuck you doing? Put it in your restraining order. Overnight that shit.
That nigga said,
Put it in an Uber for me. I'm gonna pick it up out
when you
front.
see that nigga Kanye beat that nigga ass.
Damn, Kanye, you
Chris
can't
Jenner, did
fight.
you call the police on me? I fucking fell out.
Yeah, that shit is
This shit
hilarious.
would only call the police to just record the whole shit. She's a media monster.
But see, that's what it is, though. I feel like with Kanye, I mean, like, if you don't communicate that with the people that we feel like, you know, communication is the language of understanding.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you don't, if you say it how you say it, that's how we gonna take it. Not everybody gonna be like, yo, your mama tell you sit down and whoop your ass, nigga, you gonna sit your ass down because you ain't trying to figure out what she mean in between those boundaries and guidelines.
But what about that? Don't ask no questions.
Like, what you really thought was gonna happen when you call Snoop? Right? Like, everybody, like, if you wanna call Future or Tag 9 or somebody, like, niggas, we be like, oh, okay. But nigga, you call Snoop.
Don't
nigga,
call Snoop.
A nigga from LA, nigga, like this is the LA West Coast.
I didn't know he called
You
Snoop.
cannot think that you finna call here and talk shit and that he ain't gonna come back.
Like, come on.
Right.
But Chicago,
Let me, Chicago, please. I need all the deacons. I need all the ministers. Y'all need to snatch Kanye up. Put this nigga up in church. Give him some soul food.
That shit ain't gonna happen. Kim gonna cook it.
He need his spirit uplifted. You know what
Kim talking about, I got a new cornbread recipe. Like, bitch, the ingredients is in the name.
Kanye good. Kanye good. Kanye good. I don't know what y'all talking about. Kanye good.
Some collard greens. Some
He good.
Man.
I feel like Kanye good. I feel like, you know, people talking about sunken place this and sunken place that. Like, at the end of the day,
Sorry, my chopsticks.
he's wilding for his comments, but he's always been wilding for his comments. And what he's trying to just listen to the hour and 45 minute. You watched it?
I watched it.
So do you see that he's
with T.I. and with
Charlamagne? So do you see the community he's trying to build? Do you see everything that he's doing for society and really trying to do for society? Just because his angle is crazy. His angle is always fucking crazy. It's always been crazy. Doesn't mean he's not a positive individual. Y'all don't understand it, so you're saying he's in such a place.
When
you know what I'm saying?
Down the red carpet, can you do like how he did and get you a Hennessy bottle?
Yes, I can.
But can you get the
Listen, when I host the Oscars, when I host the Oscars, I will be playing Knuck If You Buck in my locker room. You feel me?
Oh,
so,
yes.
Y'all better know that.
Startle the
world.
Okay. I have a question. Not a question. I have an interjection, rebuttal. I've Satan, whatever. It's something to say. All right. So you said, just because of what he's saying, we can't ignore the positive impact that he's having. Okay. Here's how abuse starts. I'm going to whoop your ass and I'm going to give you ice cream. I cannot be grateful for ice cream after you've beaten me. Now pause. I'm saying this because that same thinking, I can't ignore your positive work, even though you saying some rash things that are dangerous, absolutely dangerous to the majority and common thinkers. I'm still grateful for your positive impact. This is why we are torn on Bill Cosby. Because we are happy for all of the things that he's done for our community, that we should ignore the fact that he admitted to drugging and raping women. This wasn't there. I don't even know why we went to trial. He said he did it. He said, yeah, I put drugs in women's drinks. He went on Larry King Live. You know, you put a little thing in the drink and you got her. High fives and shit all around. We cool with rape and pedophilia and sodomy as long as you are doing something for the community.
I was hurt.
So
that's why, like, this stuff be hurting me.
To that, like, so how are we comparing rape culture to somebody who is speaking, everything he is saying is positive for the community? Yes, he definitely was outlandish for saying the 400 years of slavery was choice, because he didn't explain what he was trying to get out of that. So how are we saying that he's a bad person? How are we saying that there's abuse or he's a bad person?
I'm not saying he's a bad person.
Not he's a bad person, but you compare.
I'm comparing the thinking of, I can accept your really, really dangerous behavior just as long as you are doing good in the community. It's great to do good in the community, but you have to make sure the message you're sending, because why would I want to take the message from someone that I can't relate to?
You can't relate. You can. I mean,
I can relate.
You can relate to it, but the
common
person can't relate to it. So Kanye West, like, all right. So to get off the Bill Cosby shit, like, what I'm saying about that is Kanye West is not saying anything. You can relate to it. People that are woke, people that actually dissect his conversations can relate to it. Kanye West ain't about to dumb himself down for nobody, because he never has. So what I'm saying is he's not articulating anything to anyone, and he's always fine about explaining himself to everyone and making sure that you understand that what he's doing is in the right direction. So yes, it's dangerous, but fuck, wasn't Malcolm X dangerous? Wasn't Martin Luther King dangerous? Wasn't freaking Nnamdi Ezekwe and Kwame Nkrumah and all these people dangerous? Because sometimes you have to be that. You got to use your Malcolm X in order to affect change.
Yeah,
shit, Trump is.
No, I'm not saying that that's wrong. I'm specifically referring to accepting dangerous behavior as long as you are doing good for me. That's the part that scares me about our community. We got a call, but
I got you. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Hey, Egypt Ali, man, he in Philly right now. That's one of our hosts, man. He tuning in right now.
What up, Egypt?
What's up, Egypt? Shout out to Egypt. Hey, yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? You
What's
tuned
happening
in
in the
with
street?
Planet A Radio. This be your boy DJ Show. Who we got the pleasure of speaking to today?
Damn, Mocha
Ooh,
Latte.
okay, Mocha
You
Latte.
sound
Mocha
sexy
Latte.
as hell. She called in like, I got a glass of wine laying in the tub. Right. Calling the loop.
Who's Mocha Latte?
What's up, it's
Damn.
Mocha Latte.
Man, got me feeling like that's the party line and shit. Man.
Hell yeah.
Like the
What's
loop,
the
nigga,
loop?
the loop, nigga.
Yeah. It's after 12. It's after 12
That
a.m.
joke was like hours
You know,
ago.
just for
That joke was
$5.99.
yesterday.
Like, damn, baby.
Y'all niggas late. I'm sorry, Mocha Latte.
Hey, what she talking about?
Yeah, what's
No,
up,
what's
Mocha
going on,
Latte?
sweetie?
What's
We
poppin'?
fucking with
Sorry.
you. It's all love.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's basically what I was saying on the Instagram comment, you know.
Who's page?
And I definitely understand where he's coming from. I just wish, like you guys said, if he just made it simplified.
Just,
Numbers,
yeah.
spelled, all that,
It's unfortunate that we have to like request that. Maybe we need a Kanye translator. That's what the fuck we need.
There's an app
Somebody
for
needs a
that.
Kof. That's your hey. Vote
Kanye
for
West be the
Kof.
Cope.
Kof is gonna be the Kanye translator.
Listen, let's make it happen.
Yo, we making it happen. Make the Instagram. Somebody write it down. The Instagram is gonna be called the Kanye translator. It's gonna be Kof. And he's going to dissect the information and get it to the people, because the problem is there's a disconnect between the language and the action. And
Amen.
we want to receive all the good that Kanye wants to do for the community, but we're getting lost in the message. So Kof going to step in. In the name of the Lord, blessed be.
If I see that page, I'm going to troll you, bro. Like, for real.
Word, big one.
That's what we doing. Say it one more time. I'm sorry, sweetie.
I said it was nice speaking to y'all. I'm going to go back to the live.
All right, Mocha Latte.
Bless you. Bless you. Thank you for calling in.
All right, baby. All right, baby.
There's the atmosphere.
Nah, girl, you good.
Hey, look. We deciding to go in like every Thursday night or Thursday mornings. We're kind of like on that, like, you know, just kind of
Whatever
like
vibe. We
seesaw about it.
Yeah, we good.
So, but look, check it out. If you ever want to call in again, we're every Thursday morning from the hours of 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
But
we might actually start
do
these
this
hours.
night
Yeah, we
thing.
might start doing this night thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, make sure you just tune in with us. And if you want to also see us live, you also go to YouTube and type in Plan A radio station.
And you know what, Mocha Latte, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, DJ Show. Mocha Latte, DM me, Ink very well. I'm gonna shout you out. I gotta let everybody know you got the call voice, so they can like pay you to do phone calls. They can be like, "Hi, this is the IRS. You owe $25,000." So yeah,
Right.
We appreciate you for calling in, Mocha Latte.
Where you calling from?
Oh yeah, where you calling from before you go?
I'm in California. I'm in Southern Cali as well.
What?
Wait, where? Why? Get in your
Yeah.
core.
Yeah, where you at?
Right. Pull up on us. What's going on?
I'm in the IE area.
Oh, that's far, yeah.
Hey, it
You
ain't
off
nothing
that
but
freeway.
gasoline and driveway. Gasoline and highway.
She gonna be mad as shit. Her voice gonna change. She come all the way down here. We in our cars at home and
We
shit.
all in different weather climates and shit.
Right. She
She
gonna
gonna
go
be mad
from.
as shit.
Y'all, it's so
What's
nice
your
tuning into
Instagram, Mocha
y'all
Latte?
motherfuckers.
Yeah, hey, shout out your Instagram so everybody can follow you.
The real Mocha
We
Latte.
gonna follow you. Matter of fact, somebody let's.
Hey, that's the dude that owe me money.
For sure. Shout out to the real Mocha Latte for calling in. Most definitely. No
For sure,
problem.
we appreciate
Anytime.
you.
Have a blessed night. Yo, what's good, man? Hey, tonight, I think like tonight has been
Tonight is the
one
night.
of the,
Like on some
like
black
DJ
Listen, the
Quick.
energy's here.
Yeah.
But I think that it's like, you know, it's like the most active we had, like with our followers, man.
Yeah, that's true. It's because they all at home.
Yeah, I think it's, I don't know, man. Thursday
Shout out to
nights
the
looking
late
pretty
night.
good.
Hey!
If we going to Thursday, do y'all vote for Thursday
Hey,
night?
somebody,
Hey, we got another call in, man. Who
Oh,
this?
shit. We got another call.
Oh, hope it's Daz Dillinger.
What's going on? It's DJ Show from Planet Radio. What's good with it?
Hey, what up, full effect? Hey, he was in my live. We appreciate you. Thank you. You want to hop in on this Kanye conversation?
Already. But yeah, man, so as opposed, I think the brother was talking about the Charlamagne
Yes, sir.
I also watched it. And I can also kind of understand what Kanye was saying too. You just gotta understand, like, as a creative person, as an artist, like you were saying before too, you get so like lost. Well, I wouldn't say necessarily lost, but you get too much into yourself and lost from the people that's constantly around. Not just like you were saying, like J. Cole. J. Cole is more so like into the people.
Yeah.
For the people.
Right.
But when you touch the people, understand exactly what's going on, you're not gonna like be lost as far as like what's going on with the people.
Mm-hmm.
You do know that as far as what you guys are doing now, that you have a voice. So when you understand that you have a voice, you speak, and what you speak is gonna come out your mouth. It's real. Then you're gonna be like, all right, cool. Well, maybe I should have said it. So then when Charlamagne was asking, like, do you not understand, like, what you're talking about? It's so serious. Like, what you mean? Like, you just gotta understand, like, just take your time to dissect.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not, like you said, people are not going to be able to dissect certain things when they're not from the person as
Mm-hmm.
far as Kanye West is. He's a very complex person.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not as complex as he is, you're not gonna really like understand what the hell. Like it's just like
That's
really,
facts.
every time we speaking like a whole lot, so you just gotta slow your information down.
That's facts.
And really understand like what you saying is so serious that if you tell a mofo like this ain't no stop sign no more, what the hell? So you mean to tell me
Right.
the whole entire time in my elementary school that these folks tell me that this is a stop sign.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me I'm
Right.
a grown ass person, this ain't no stop sign.
Mm-hmm.
Something wrong with this picture.
Yeah.
So now that we gotta understand that this whole when you're educated and when you know what I'm saying, understand that 400 years of slavery up to this point, and you tell me it's a choice, something is very either wrong with you, my brother, that something's going on in your household, or yourself, or whatever it is going on. Yeah, you definitely need to speak to somebody because whatever you're saying is like really going off, like way to the left side. But you don't like understand exactly who he is as a person, and that he does mean well by certain things. But it's like, all right, come on, man. Like,
Yeah.
gotta, like,
And sometimes the message gets lost in translation. It gets lost in the thought. You know, he's probably thinking things a million miles a minute.
Yes.
And so it just gets lost in the message. And it takes a certain level of, like I said, emotional intelligence to process that and to keep you from jumping down his throat. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody has that ability. Not everybody was raised in a household that was like conducive to pausing before jumping down your throat. Half of us was raised in houses where if you had a fork in the sink, somebody getting their ass whooped. Fact. I don't give a damn what happened today at school, and if it was hot and your teachers was mad at you, I came home, I wanted all these dishes done about all of them. I meant the straws too.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? We don't. Yeah. So we grow up
to wash them damn dishes.
yeah, so we grow up and we got these short fuses. And then it doesn't help that we live in a microwave society. Everybody want their shit right now. I can walk up the street, I can get a pizza, breadsticks, salad, a soda, fuck my tax done, 25 minutes. Boom, I'm out. You know what I mean?
you can't just disconnect yourself from people.
Right.
Just like you stay inside your house and thinking that all safe inside. Really, you don't really mess yourself up. You can't build yourself rock. You can't necessarily isolate yourself from everybody. You gotta have
Yeah.
proper social stuff where you can understand what people are thinking, saying,
That's why he
need
need Kof. You need to go be his friend.
for a reason. But to shut everybody else off, I can see that you kind of may have like certain reasons, but get together, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, just reach out to certain people and go along with it. Now, there's one thing that I do agree with Kanye as far as when he was saying like, when Charlamagne asked him as far as therapy, so he was like, use people as
Yo,
like,
that was so real, son.
for real. And the fact that he said it was very true. So it's like, why necessarily do I have to go to a therapist? They're educated, of course, not putting you know what I'm saying, above them or below that they're doing
similar in a way that we can understand it, to where we can be like, all right, my brother, this is how you go about this and that third or whatever. So you go to somebody, everybody for certain different things. So for him to say that is, I hope that he keep doing what he's saying, and not just speaking and not understanding what he's saying. And like slow down the information.
Yeah, he need a real friend in his corner, and I mean, none of us knows what that experience is like to be in a place where you are so high in the ivory tower that you don't even have like common human contact. You know what I mean? That shit that's some shit that none of us in this room like can actually say that we've experienced for an extended amount of time. We've all been to industry events,
Right?
and we all know what it's like to be in an event, and you kind of see the people that you know are the movers and the shakers, and they move differently in a room. They make eye contact differently in a room. We've all experienced that. So can you imagine being in such a sterile environment 24/7?
Right.
Where your life is already scheduled for you, that you don't even have space for toxicity, so that when it comes, you're like, why y'all mad? Slavery was a choice.
Right.
Oh, you need me to explain it? Here we go. Hour and 45 minutes. Like,
We got another calling in.
You just need to get back
Oh shit!
connected with his people.
Hey, we did not mean to. Oh, hold on.
did you hang up on him?
You still on the line, brother? You still on the line, brother?
Yeah, shit. Yeah, my bad, bro.
Hold on.
I tried to fuck.
Hold on. Who's on the line?
Wait, who we got
hold
on
on.
the phone?
Yo, tell her, hey, we didn't mean to hang. Oh, what's good, bro?
Oh, what's poppin'?
Hold on 1 second, bro. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? My bad, bro. You back with us?
Damn. Damn, my bad.
Hey, this is getting reckless right now, man.
My bad. Okay, we not gonna hang up on nobody yet.
Hang up on nobody else.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to wait.
Hey, yo, my bad.
Hey, Robbie D, what's up, boy?
Robbie D. What up, Robbie D?
Hey, Bobby, you been going in though.
Yeah.
Niggas respecting the hustle right now, man. Keep
Yeah.
it up.
We proud of you.
Always.
Whoop. Let me give you that whoop.
Man, thank you, bro. We appreciate you, man. Where you at, man? You gonna come down or what?
You trying to DJ or what? What's going on?
Probably like one, nigga. We having too much fun to leave.
Yeah, we having too much fun. We was gonna end at midnight, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, we still got more shit to talk about.
We still on the first topic.
Good looking out,
We
bro.
appreciate
Man,
you
we
a lot.
appreciate you, man.
Robbie
Hell
D,
yeah, man. You got to come down and spin, man. We trying to get you to be our official DJ every Thursday. What's popping, man?
What's popping?
Let's do it, man. Even if I can't be there, I can always go to this. You know what's up, man.
Word.
I'm not trying to be all up on the wave right now. Because I know everybody's trying to call in. Yeah,
It's all good.
Thanks for showing love, though.
So, man, hey, man, hey, yo, bro, we appreciate you, man, for calling in, man. We can't wait to link up, man. We got to link up real soon. Shout out to Robbie Nero.
Man.
One of the hottest DJs out here right now, man. Shout out Robbie Nero, man.
Shouts out in
Robbie D.
Hey, yo, if we hung up on you, man, we apologize. We had like 3
calls at the
Yeah,
same
we knew
time.
that this in-call shit, man. We apologize, man. We should call y'all back. Fuck that.
Right. The last gentleman that was talking though, hey, the last dude that was talking, man.
Call back.
Yeah, hey,
So call back, all right,
call
bet.
back. I did.
Because
Yeah,
man, he was speaking some truth.
yeah.
He was like he was tying in everything we saying.
Right.
And I salute that. He's tying in
exactly
everything we
what he
saying.
was doing. I hope he
And then the key word was how he disconnected himself from the people.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Who we got calling right now?
Welcome back.
Welcome back, man.
Hey, yeah, man. We didn't mean to hang up on you, bro. We was up there searching for you, man. We got like 4 phone calls
We
back.
gonna hung up on like 12 niggas for you. Man, fuck, you ain't the right one. You ain't the right one.
Star 69, yo ass.
Right? Almost star 69. That shit is great.
Wow.
I knew it was album better be good as shit.
Cause
I'ma stream
that
it.
shit gonna be fire.
We know it's gonna be fire. It's Kanye.
Yeah.
But the thing is that why did you have to take it this way? You know what I'm saying? Like, why did you have to take it this way? Why you couldn't just throw some cool ass videos up to have us on the edge? Like,
Cause that is
not Kanye.
That ain't Kanye.
And on top of that,
Kanye walking around with a bear hat on his head for a year.
The slavery thing, I feel like, that's a very touching, no matter
It's
what.
sensitive.
It's very
sensitive. Yep.
And as a people, I feel like, we feel very disappointed, very hurt by you saying that.
Yeah.
But there's ways to, promote your album. There's ways. He's way more crazier. Nobody in the world has ever had a flying stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was
in the
crazy.
concert. So it's just like there's ways of doing it,
That's
and
true.
this way was very, very wrong.
And my thing,
Very wrong.
but I
But we
really,
still love you.
I really feel as though this is more than, and I hope so. I will apologize to the whole radio, to everybody, if this is not more than about an album. You know what I'm saying? Kanye West. Let's not forget that Kanye West before a couple weeks ago, was only seen by a few people and was only speaking to a few people. He was in the hospital, and after he got in the hospital, he went on low for a while. So he had a lot of time to think. He had a lot of time to process on himself. So I would hope that what he is articulating to society is about much more than an album. Yes, he's definitely part of that, promoting his album, because it's a business and you gotta make your money at the end of the day.
Facts.
But I want to believe, and I really want to believe, that he's really trying to speak a narrative that society and black people need to hear, regardless if they want to hear it or not. 400 years of slavery, like I said, and like my man Van said, regardless of how you put it, it's dangerous words to say, and the common person is not going to be able to understand what you are saying in 2 minutes on TMZ, because the content TMZ is going to put out is going to be crazy. But I want to say that, and I want to pray that what he's doing is more than just an album promo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what?
What was any album that he put out was just like, all right, bro, I don't know what you was doing in the lab, but you might want to go back and do another one, because this one ain't.
He never.
You know what? Kanye, now that I think about it, has had the same formula for every album. Think about just before every single album he's ever dropped, including College Dropout. A drama just before it.
Yep.
What drama did he use to promote College Dropout?
The car accident.
The car accident.
Damn, you're right.
True.
What about Late Registration? What was after that? That wasn't his mama. That was before 808s or after 808s.
808s was
broke
his
up
mom's.
with
Amber Rose.
Old girl, yeah.
It was Amber
Very true, yeah.
Rose drama. Like,
So yeah,
unfortunately, his mother ended up being a media tool.
Taylor Swift and
The Taylor Swift was a media tool. Like, there are multiple media. He does every
Somebody
single
called in.
album has been the same. Oh, somebody calling in. I don't know if we can answer. We got full effect on. Can they hold?
I appreciate that, yo.
Perfect.
But I was going to quickly also say, too, but in the industry, timing is everything.
Yep.
So whatever you guys are, so whatever they putting out, they go by timing. Especially like an example, I recently say J. Cole, 420 was,
Such a good album.
one of the things that he put out. So people, of course, celebrate 420 if they celebrate it every day. But to those that don't really celebrate like this, like, okay, cool. Let me go ahead and get my little high on. Let me see what this like smoking on for a second. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and do that. And then also we had Snoop go through his Snoop Lion. And then we had also Kendra and Joey Badass came out in the same year of last year. So with that, timing is everything. You gotta understand, like, in the industry, it's kind of crazy.
Long as he got Pusha T coming with him, we good.
Hey,
But,
that's true.
Just apologize
That's
to
true.
your people at the same time. Apologize to your people.
Are they on the line? Oh, we got another caller in. What's your name? Who calling in? What's up, Bash? Full Effect. Say hi to Bash. Bash, say hi to Full Effect. What's popping in the streets?
Oh, don't get too rough.
hey, hold on.
Stupid. We've been talking about Kanye West. put the damn shit down and talk on the phone.
The fuck you doing, nigga? Eat a paper?
Like, damn, right. He over there going, he going.
That nigga was loud as hell, boy. Damn.
Right. This shit rolling that shit up in real paper. You knew that shit was out of the norm if Jaden Smith was like, nigga, what?
Yeah.
Even Jaden Smith was like,
Right.
we didn't say that at the free thinking meeting.
Not the free thinking meeting.
When you say slavery was a choice and all that shit, I mean it was a choice. You got kids, you got people like Nat Turner, right? It was only one of him. That's just that was a
Heard you.
I guarantee slavery would have been a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is it's like, yeah, some of the shit that he was saying was real, but you just have to be educated in yourself to really know what he was actually saying. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, you know, you got one man on one side of the fence, you got another 10 men on the other side of the fence, right? One man saying, man, I ain't fucking with y'all. Y'all go do that shit for faster, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And the other 10 niggas is just like, nah, I get fed by bouncer. I get clothes.
I said that shit.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna stick around for the shoes and the clothes. Opposed to a nigga who like fuck all that, man. I got a choice out here in my life. I got a choice. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna rebel. I'm finna die for this shit. Y'all can kiss my ass. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was all a fucking choice. You know what I'm saying? We as people gotta understand that we are very powerful creatures on this earth. You know what I'm saying? So if you try to tell us that, you know what I'm saying, we gotta do this and we gotta do that because you got a fucking gun in our head, nah, shoot me then. Because I'm not gonna have my kids out here doing the same fucking shit, making fortune and all that other weird shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, niggas got a choice. You know what I'm saying? And that's but when a person when you tell that to the people nowadays that's been hearing all the other weird ass bullshit out here, you know what I'm saying? They look at it like, wait, you ain't never had no choice. They came and kidnapped us and all that shit. Like, all right, but do you know what really happened? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what was really going on? Because it was niggas that just wasn't going for us. That's real.
And like I said, a large majority of them are still floating at the bottom of the Atlantic. Like, and that's the thing that makes it dangerous is that you have the ability to say what you want and express yourself. That is great. But like we have all said, everybody is saying the same thing.
We are though.
That the common person lacks the emotional capability, and I'm not going to say the intellectual capability because people know better. They lack the. I can't. The reason why I can't is because people know better because they have seen better. There are very few people in society that have not seen Jay-Z.
Right.
There are very few people that have not seen Kanye West, including the people who are upset about his statements. So everybody has seen better. And a lot of these people that we talk about, you know, the people that chose to stay, the people that choose not to be entrepreneurs, the people that choose to stay on welfare, knowing that there's different and more out there. All of those people have seen these multimillionaires. They know that it is possible to be better. But if you don't have purpose, what is the sense in having power?
God damn.
Like,
Message.
we all know melanated people have a power. We know it. But what the fuck? Why? Like I said earlier, why do I need to go get a job if my rent is $100 a month? I'm gonna have one of my baby daddies pay it. You're gonna give me a WIC check. You're gonna give me GR or EBT, or you're gonna give me some kind of cash, EBT cash. So what do I have to use my power for?
Go ahead, boss.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
We're literally saying the same thing.
Exactly.
We're saying the same thing. And that's the point, is that the people who are those 10 men on the side of the fence who's like, I would rather stay because I'm being fed. It might be rough, but I'm getting fed, whatever. Those people on the side of the fence, we're talking about the same group of people. That group think. But all of that stuff is rooted in fear because, oh my God, what if I go get a job and I get fired?
Right, just like when he said that.
And how hard it was to get on there in the first place.
I'm sure y'all seen the clip on TMZ when the dude came into the room.
Yep, we talked about that. Did you tune in? I'm just wondering if you just called in because you saw us live.
He went off on him, and Kanye apologized to him, not because Kanye felt that he was wrong for what he was saying. Kanye apologized because he didn't understand why Kanye was doing what he was doing. So he basically was apologizing for his negligence.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is.
That you don't understand me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't like how you out here like I can't make you understand. But due to the fact that you're upset, I'm sorry.
No. That is not at all what happened. Van understands and understood what Kanye was saying. And for it to be, and that's the thing, for it to be interpreted, that's not the word, interpreted, that's the word.
That may be so, but like I said, when a person want to express themselves, you know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, who gonna stop them?
Right, no, what I'm saying is like,
Fuck the fame, fuck the money, all that shit. Who gonna stop them? You know what I'm saying? It's just the aftermath that a person gets, because of the people.
right.
We don't understand, or we don't want to understand.
Hold on, we got another caller. Hold on, wait. We got another caller. Who the other caller? Who we got on the line?
Yo, unspoken views.
What up, baby? How you doing, mama? I'm amazing, blessed, and highly flavored. I did say flavored. What's going on? We talking about Kanye West. What's your view? Unspoken views. What's popping? Oh, I gotta watch it.
I just think it's a time for unity. And aside from like the whole slavery comment, at the end of the day, that's his opinion. And I think, I'm not gonna, it's okay. I'm not mad at that. It's ignorant to them. At this point, I don't want anybody to think that. But it's just like, I watched that hour of 45-minute interview he did with Charlamagne. And I think he's just in a space right now, just as we all are as humans, like, how can I live my life right? Like, a lot of things he kept bringing up was like the Taylor Swift thing, and Virgil not fucking with him because he, went on to sign to Nike, who denied Kanye, like, and then he kept bringing up his mom. So that right there, his mom passed years ago, and that's something really, that's affecting him. And I think instead of, trying to throw names and, oh, poor Kanye, and okay, like, let's embrace our brother instead of be blood suckers, because at the end of the day.
Hello?
Her iPhone died. We're gonna wait till she get back.
She said, at the end of the day,
Damn.
at the most pivotal point.
At the most pivotal point.
Damn,
what was she gonna say?
This like
Know.
when you was watching Dragon Ball Z and they ended at the worst part. That's really what I just felt like right now.
No, that's like watching Law and Order. They just ended when you said like what
Doo-doo.
happened next. Dick whoop. That's all you said.
Yeah.
So this is why.
Always have
I got mine plugged in right now, man.
And the thing is, he had 90%.
Anything else y'all want to say? Hold on. Okay.
She back? We got her back?
She might be back, girl.
We got to put a bow on this conversation like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Everybody going to do last thoughts.
Hold on. There she goes.
Song on.
Yeah.
Yo, you in with Planet A Radio? What's the word?
All right. My bad.
She's
What
back.
happened? What happened?
I'm back.
You got your iPhone?
background? Cause somebody playing a GameCube or some shit.
GameCube.
Like, what the fuck am I hearing? I hear very ancient sounds. Ain't GameCube.
Hey, bro, your phone.
Somebody's DS is malfunctioning.
Hey, yo, bro.
Somebody gotta go.
Hello?
Hey, turn your background down real quick.
I'm here. I don't know what the hell is that.
What am I hearing?
That's a game.
Hey, you know how to turn the stereo down? Because I can't hear this fucking thing right here.
Oh shit, so it can't actually hear us.
Hold on 1 second.
Alright, so is this a radio station?
Yeah, you called in the radio station, bro. Let's talk about Kanye and everything.
What's going on?
Turn your radio. My bad, you right, my bad. Excuse me for that, man. Alright, is that better?
Yeah, thank you, appreciate it. All right, miss, what you were saying? All right.
So what do y'all do? Do y'all play like artist music on here or?
Hold on. Yeah, we do. Hold on. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, we play artist music, man. You an artist? You an artist? Hello?
Yeah, all right, miss, what was you saying? No, go ahead, proceed what you was talking about.
Yeah, we play music, but we have topics as well. Right now, we're talking about Kanye. But are you an artist?
Yeah, I am. I'm from Atlanta, man.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Atlanta in the building right now, man. What's good? What's good? What's your IG name? What's your artist name? Everything. Tell us about you.
I put my name on Poppy, man. My IG name is Johnny__Poppy23.
Bet.
I just got an email from y'all. That's why I'm calling in.
Okay.
You got an email from us. Just now?
Yeah, I did about some things. Y'all gonna be having Cinco de Mayo or something like that?
Yeah, we got we got a lot going on right now, man. We got the Cinco de Mayo party.
Just DM us and we'll talk. We'll chat it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where the laughing's coming from.
No, we ain't laughing about that, man. But yeah, make sure you we got the Cinco de Mayo party going on. I know you all the way in Atlanta. If you coming up, come up for that, man. Stay definitely do. But as far as like the music side, we here to promote indie artists, indie radio artists. If you want a radio interview, we have people that's tuning in from Nigeria. So like we got a little bit of a reach. So just make sure you tune in. But shit, man, we were talking about Kanye, but you trying to spit something first? You trying to spit something first real quick?
You said people from Wakanda.
From Wakanda. He said from Wakanda. Hey, we had the vibranium. The vibranium is here.
King T'Challa.
You know what I'm saying? The
Trying to
vibranium
tell you,
is here.
Kof is the Kanye translator. Hey, so if you from Atlanta, you rap, right? Did he hang up the phone?
Little boy from ATL.
What is going on? Okay, pause. Let's wrap it up. Bash, we appreciate you for calling in. Give us your social media, because we got to clear up some of these calls so we can hear people. So, Bash, what's going on? For sure. For sure. Unspoken Views, I want to hear your last 2 cents. Let me hear your last 2 cents, sis. Bless. That's straight up. It's either for you or it's not. Facts. I appreciate you, sis. DM me so we can link up. And tell them your social media.
Heard you.
Hey, I'm going to hit you up, though. All right, sis. Peace. Peace. Atlanta. You still there? Just making sure. Let me hear your hottest 16. Go. And I'm going to count your bars. Go.
We ain't joking. We ain't joking, man. You call it in.
Go ahead.
I'm serious. We dead ass.
Like, I'm waiting. What's up?
Go.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Dead ass.
Alright, give me 1 second. What y'all want me to freestyle this bitch?
Yeah.
You a rapper, right?
You a rapper, right?
Yeah, you a rapper.
Hey, you supposed to just come with it.
I figure out what y'all want. My bad.
Damn.
supposed to just
Jay-Z
come with
would have
it.
walked off by now.
Yeah, you only got 60 seconds.
I'm busy.
I gotta go.
Let me pull his jacket real tight. Hey, you got 10 seconds. 10,
8,
9.
6.
Nah. But for real, man, like this is just it's just a testament that you gotta stay ready, bro. So let's get it.
If you stay ready.
I am ready, but like I actually got music that I just.
Nah, we don't want to hear music right
We
now.
don't want to hear that.
Something on the spot.
You say you rap.
Whoa.
You say you rap.
Okay.
This is fucking disrespectful.
You say you rap. Do you?
I make music, man. I create music.
You don't rap?
So let me hear some.
My man. I create music too, man. I'm an artist myself, but you still gotta spit on top, bro.
He said
Every artist can spit off the top of the dome, man.
Man, this ain't Nas' book of rhymes. You can't be flipping through your page and shit.
Right.
You said what?
This is what I'm telling you. Let me tell you how this shit work, right?
Damn, Kanye.
So
I'm getting upset.
if you like, right? So if you spit, you want the opportunity to shine. You probably at some point said, "I'm the hottest nigga out here. Why I ain't getting no clout? Why I ain't getting no shine? Niggas need to check for me. I'm dope. Prove it.
Oh.
Simple.
Prove how dope you are.
Simple.
This is what you do."
Let me ask you a question though, real quick. So me making my own, like creating my music, is that not proving it right there? Like.
It's.
Let me get this one.
Data Boy's gonna answer your question.
Let me tell you,
Data
there's a
Boy's
difference.
gonna answer
There's
your
a difference
question.
between creating something. Anybody create anything.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna answer your question. What's up? It's Data Boy. Anybody can create anything. It depends if it's good or not. Because a rapper can rap, but an artist can create on the spot.
Yep.
Like, it can sit with painting. What's that painter name? Who made the Scream? I forget his name.
Might as well say Picasso.
Picasso.
Yep.
No, man.
Picasso, whatever his name is. He made that on the spot because he imagined it. So you calling in is showing me you can have a hot 16. You can freestyle something, create something from your mind. That's where it starts. You can create a song, but can't create something off the top right now. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And that's what
Yeah, because you never know who you gonna be in front of.
Just create right now.
You never know what opportunity you gonna have, and time is not gonna wait for you. Life is not gonna stop. You know what I mean? So this is like when we talk to our artists, we train our artists up. I'm telling you, I put my artists through boot camp. This ain't a game. We in LA and things move fast. We in a microwave society. Niggas got the attention span of 15 seconds. Vine was popular because it was 6 seconds of comedy.
Come on.
You got to catch people's attention immediately. If you play a song for me, I don't want to hear you say, "Oh, it's not mixed yet." Oh, there was one part where I kind of had a cold and my mama had called me in the middle of my second verse. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Play the song. So when we say spit, I don't want to hear let me go get my book. Let me pull out my notes. Hold on real quick. Let me get my scroll, my tablet. I don't hear none of that shit.
I don't give a fuck if you saying onions.
Honestly,
Yeah.
onions, potatoes.
Bro.
Like, nigga, that's a rap.
Shit. Out of respect for rap culture, spit your shit, man.
Yeah, that's
like,
how hip hop is.
If you can't spit and you in the industry calling yourself a rapper, I cannot call you a rapper.
Yeah.
You are an entertainer.
You're an entertainer.
That's the best.
Oh,
Thank you.
That's it.
We never said
No, not you're not an artist.
We never
You an
said freestyle.
artist.
There's a difference between being an artist and an entertainer. It's like comparing. I got you. It's like comparing Michael Jackson and Prince. Prince is a way better musician than Michael. Michael's a way better entertainer than Prince. It's a whole different thing. A lot of people in the industry cannot freestyle. Anybody can make a song. It depends if it's good or not. Like, we're not gonna ask you like my baby mama said. So that's different. You give her strokey every night. Okay. Okay. We gotta make sure if you a real artist come off the dome and freestyle. Like, so I'm saying like, are you able to freestyle right now?
And real shit, it's only a freestyle to us. We ain't never heard it before.
Yeah, it ain't no disrespect, bro.
You ain't from out here.
What we want you to know, it ain't no disrespect.
We just want to hear what you
We just
got.
want to hear what you got. That's all. Ain't no disrespect. That's all.
Broccoli, potatoes, onions.
Lechuga.
I don't say no disrespect, right? I just felt like, I'm an artist. I just dropped a new project that I want to be heard.
Okay, so what we're telling you now,
Okay.
what we telling,
Just submit your
all right,
music.
so
We gotta go to
submit your
commercial.
music.
Submit
We're
your
gonna go to
music.
commercial in a second, but what we telling you right now is, so
In the
if
future.
Diddy say spit, I bet you was gonna spit.
Or you gonna
You
ask
don't
me to
know
walk
who's in this room
for
right
some
now.
Cheesecake. do. And we respect that.
We respect that, but
Yeah,
we're not talking about
respect that.
we're not talking about a name. We're talking about an opportunity for you to feed your family. That's what we're talking about. If you got an opportunity to feed your yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Fact. Fact. All right, y'all. We gotta wrap it up and go to commercial, but y'all can tune in on live when we come back in about 10 minutes. Show, you gonna take us out?
Yo, what up? This be your boy DJ Show, Planet A Radio. Make sure y'all give us 10 minutes, nigga. We out.
Give us 10 minutes. Give a nigga 10 minutes.
Real quick, man. Y'all about to listen to some dope ass indie artists right now.
How y'all doing?
You know what I mean? But it's DJ Show, Planet A Radio, man. Hey, thank y'all for calling, man.
We love you, Pete.
Hey, hit us up when y'all when we get back. All right, show.
The entertaining part he kept saying. You looked fed up.
Right, because I'm saying that over and over like this.
Yeah, I can spit, but I'm trying to promote my new mixtape. Okay. I understand that.
We're still on live, though.
It's okay.
He said, I'm gonna count your bars. He was like, oh, shit. Oh, man.
That boy got up looking for the book. Like, where am I?
Oh, well, I'm creative, though. I'm creative.
I know I just wrote something on
drops out